And as always, my buddy Jake did a really good job. And this is going to be the after party. So, anyone joining, welcome in. We had a fun time tonight. And yes, Theo Vaughn is a horrible, horrible comedic for sure. That was probably the worst thing I've ever seen. And I thought, hacks like Colbert were the worst. Yeah, definitely Theo Vaughn is the worst after everything I saw tonight. So shout out to Jake the Awake. He did a good job tonight in pointing that out. All righty. So tonight, I thought I would talk about, let's see what I want to talk about at this very moment. I actually want to see the watch page and see what's going on over there. All right. I hope everyone had a good night over at Jake's stream. I know I did. I had a fun time. He made me laugh, unlike your comedy cucks today. There we go. All right, let's see who's on the watch page now. Doesn't look like anyone yet, although it's loading. So, all right. All righty. Anyway, I think we're gonna go over my picks for the week. I think that's what we're gonna do. So I'm going to pull up. And of course, I'll have them on my deal. I'll put the link in the description. But as soon as I share my screen, we're gonna start that. I think that's what we're gonna do. So, without further ado, here we go. What do I want to pick this week? Excuse me. I may have taken a couple of picks. Oh, last week I picked. And you know what? I'll do that too. Let's actually see how I did this week. I know the Chargers won, Seattle won, Philly lost. So I lost with Philly. And I lost with them in my teaser as well. So this was a losing teaser. Although I will say the rest of them did win. So this was my only loss so far. Green Bay did win. Detroit, they lost, but how much did they lose by? I don't think they lost by enough for me to lose the teaser. This last week. Always important, though, to look up. I always want to fact check my own predictions and my own self because I want to always be honest with all of you. And I got to check the other two games out. So this isn't working. So I got. All right. There we go. And so now only my screen's up, which is kind of neat. Why is it taking so long? Here we go. But I want week 6 because we're talking about week 6. I think Detroit, lost. Covered the 15, yeah. So oh wow, and the Bears cover. Oh, actually. So I lost all my. So the only two things I won this week because if you lose one of them, you lose the whole teaser. I only won Seattle and the Chargers in the. Sometimes you just have bad weeks, and this is why I always put this on top. But I did not have a good week. So let's see if I can rebound this week. Number one rule that I've learned: do not ever bet on Thursday night football. So we are not going to be even going near this game. So moving on. Man, I'm not liking these games at all this week. There's not much to take at all. Oh God, I'm not liking this week's picks. I'll tell you, I'm not liking it at all. I'm going to take a chance with Philly again, plus 9.5. I will take a chance with them. So, do I have my notepad open? Yeah, I have all these extensions. Here's my notepad one. So this is where I can actually take my so a 14 teaser. I would like, or minus 1.5. So I guess I would, either way, whatever app you want to use. But I'm gonna use this one. Oh no, I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna use DraftKings. I don't know how long that was out. What I just did. I gotta add this to stage. I'm an idiot. I mean, it's silly, but okay. Here's what I just did. Okay, it is this one. I'm going to repeat just in case you didn't hear me and it went out. I would recommend not picking any games this week. I think this is the worst week to pick games. I'm not even confident in what I just put there. I would not be shocked if this was a bad week for me again. I really wouldn't. This is not the week. There's not that much. I'm not confident in anything. So there you go. My picks for the week. And I'm not feeling good about them at all. Not at all. Not at all at all. All right. I want to see my watch page and see what's going on there. Let's see. I mean, it's not a good week to pick games. It just isn't. Yeah, I know it. Shut out. All righty. All right. Okay, well, I was going to make a prediction. And, oh, yeah, I was going to go over my scripted baseball picks, too. All right, here we go. Back on track now. The World Series is coming up. And I thought maybe I would predict that real quick, too. So I'm not really surprised the Dodgers are winning the series. So Milwaukee swept the Dodgers all year. And, of course, most likely I would have to double check. Everyone probably picked the Brewers. I said the Dodgers would win. I said Milwaukee is a team that probably will never make the World Series, and there's no way they would script it. There's going to be there just isn't. And the other game, I am predicting Seattle to probably win the series against Toronto. I think Seattle's going to beat the Dodgers in the World Series, so I'm going to say Seattle. They're going to do that script again like they did with Texas. It came out of nowhere. I think it's going to be the same thing. I think Seattle is going to win the World Series. I don't see them having the Dodgers win 2 years in a row, although I could be wrong. But all right. All righty. And that's no shock to me at all. I'm not shocked at all. Okay. Those were my picks. Scripted picks. All right. Let's see. Obviously, I'll advertise these two great guys real quick. You got Jake. I recommend watching him. Shout out to Jake. And of course, Shady David E. LaFleur. All right. And of course, a shout out to my buddy Shady David D. LaFleur. And I know you've been going through a hard time, but hang in there. I think everything's going to work out. So I'm actually leaving out of town tomorrow for a week. I will be right back. Stay there. I'm gonna put one of Jake's songs on. Something I do. So while I do that, I'm gonna put something funny from Jake on.
Don't believe in COVID. I don't believe in COVID. No, I don't believe in COVID, and that's why I'm gonna live forever. Yeah. I don't believe in COVID. No, I don't believe. Everybody is gonna die, but not me. I'm gonna stay alive. I'm gonna live until infinity, because I do not let COVID bother me. You all have been watching way too much TV, and that is why you think I'm crazy, because I don't believe in COVID. I don't believe in COVID. I don't believe in COVID, and that's why I'm gonna live forever.
BLM every single day. COVID, that's how I stay paid. And I wanna put Hillary Clinton on Epstein Island, but without children. George Clooney got my sloppy seconds. He let Maxwell teach my secret weapon. Mr. Beast, I'm your dad. Take the vaccine and wear your mask.
I don't believe in COVID. I don't believe in COVID. No, I don't believe in COVID, and that's why I'm gonna live forever. I don't believe in COVID. I don't believe in COVID. No, I don't believe in COVID, and that's why I'm gonna live forever. Your mom is gonna die, your dad is gonna die, your brother's gonna die, your sister's gonna die, your aunt is gonna die, your grandma's gonna die, your neighbor's dog is gonna die, your cat's gonna die, the sky is gonna die, that guy is gonna die, I'm gonna die. No, wait, I'm wrong. I'm gonna live forever because I don't believe in COVID, bitch. I don't believe in COVID. I don't believe in COVID. No, I don't believe in COVID, and that's why I'm gonna live forever. I don't believe in it. I don't believe in COVID. No, I don't believe in COVID, and that's why I'm gonna live forever. I don't believe in COVID. I don't believe in COVID. No, I don't believe in COVID, and that's why I'm gonna live forever. So at this point, before the song starts to blow, this is where we put the guitar solo. I don't believe in COVID. I don't believe in COVID. No, I don't believe in COVID, and that's why I'm gonna live forever. Yeah. I don't believe in COVID. I don't There are no satellites in space. NASA never went to the moon. There is no space station in space. NASA never went to the moon. Image you see in your telescope, it might be a hologram. Have you ever heard of this thing called Project Bluebeam? 'Cause you'd be amazed what they're actually doing with all of our money. They're keeping us locked away from the land of milk and honey. There are no satellites in space. NASA never went to the moon. There are no astronauts in space. So you'd assume there are no satellites in space. NASA never went to the moon. There is no station in space. NASA never went to the moon. You can't fool me, 'cause I'm too slick. You can't fool me, 'cause my mind's too quick. Bitch, so suck on my dick. 'Cause I'm not falling for your corny cartoons. Because I am not a well-indoctrinated buffoon. There are no satellites in space. NASA never went to the moon. There are no astronauts in space. So you'll assume no satellites in space. NASA never went to the moon. There is no space station in space. NASA never went to the moon.
I'm back. I was actually back for the last couple minutes, but I wanted to finish the song for you guys. So, yeah, I had to get busy unpacking stuff. I am now back, at least for now. Okay, I just need to find my remote. And then we are good to go. So, here we go. All right. Yep, my internet had to go out again. So what was on? Oh yeah, that's where I left off. I'll just start from the beginning.
Yeah, this is John from National Sports Entertainment, and I want to make it clear it's been brought to my attention that Jake keeps copying me.
Yeah, that's John for you. John only talks about sports picks. Meanwhile, here's Jake. I just showed you. He talks about, the space being fake. He's talked about celebrities being replaced. He has a lot more versatile than John. That John's about the goofiest thing I've ever heard of in my. Okay, I gotta show this. So John is such an idiot that he blames. Jake does a good job calling him out, and I think Jake got rid of that extra channel. It was so funny that I had to save it. But basically, this idiot John tried to. Well, I'll just let you listen to this nonsense. It's so bad. All right, here we go. That happens. Good. It's not. Alrighty, here we go. All right, here. This is pretty funny.
The gambling gods smited us, and I went into this before. They frown upon copycats and exploits, and it's from what I hear. We can thank Jake the copycat because he was loving the Chiefs, and then we put out a couple videos going into the Niners, and then he swapped up and went with the Niners and joined us, and not exactly a great alliance. So I think.
Talking about copying, speaking of copying, let's look at what happened before the Super Bowl.
Hey, John. Jake here. I thought I'd go ahead and give you your receipt for the lie that you told that I stole your picks. Remember, John, I told you not to lie about me. So you said that I stole your picks. So your pick video came out on January 25th. It says, hey guys, I have officially made up my mind. And you picked the same thing that I picked the day before. John, I knew you were going to steal my pick. My video came out on January 24th. And yours came out on the 25th. Which means I made my pick, Chiefs and Niners, before you did. And I already did the spread picks for both games. So, John, when I had made my pick, you hadn't made up your...
That is absolutely correct. John's the one that copies. Clear based off of that. And I did confirm, yes, Jake's was the day before. So this John got stupid and all that stuff. And then you got him believing gambling gods exist. Like, who the hell is going to listen to this idiot?
Yeah, that's right. I believe in the gambling gods because they've ruined everything for me.
That's John for you. That is John for you. Quite literally. And on that Super Bowl, I did pick the Chiefs. And here's why I picked the Chiefs. And I knew, first of all, they've always beat the Niners. And I call it traditionals. So if a team beats a team no matter what, I go with that team until they lose. to that team. So like Rams beating the Saints at home. Like there were years where Rams were 2-14 and the Saints were 13-3, yet the Rams still went at home against the Saints. That's what I call a traditional. And that's where no matter how bad one team is and how good another team is or whatever, I take the winning team in that matchup until they lose to that team. And that's just the way I roll. I did lose with a couple of those this year, but I've won with a couple as well. But so that was one reason why I took the Chiefs. So what was the other reason why I took the Chiefs? The other reason I took the Chiefs was because of Nickelodeon's coverage before the Super Bowl. They usually like to bring up stuff that happens in those areas, and they brought up these things that kids and even 90s fans of Nickelodeon are not going to understand at all from St. Louis, Missouri, and they kept covering that stuff. And, of course, they covered Taylor Swift during the Super Bowl as well. Meanwhile, you had a show air in so the Niners – let me show you something. So we have a Bay Area. So there's a lot of counties in the Bay Area. I'm actually going to show you the full Bay Area right now. And wait a minute. Yeah, I'm going to pull this off for a second. Excuse me. Just while I pull it up, and then I'll get it back on. So what are the base? So we got Alameda, Contra Costa. We got Lake. We got Marin. Mendocino is like the Y, like, you know, like A-E-I-O-U-Y. Mendocino is the Y. Sometimes Val, but not. It's sometimes Bay Area, but not. Monterey, Napa. You got San Benito, which is Hollister, which is in the Santa Cruz area where we're going to be going. San Francisco, San Mateo, Santa Clara, which we're going to be talking about Santa Clara in just a second. That's, by the way, and I'll get into that in a second. Sonoma County. And then we got, I think that's it. I think it's just those 13. Yep. So those 13 Bay Area counties. Yeah, a little custom map. So obviously I'm going to change this because no one wants to see. We don't need the Democrats or the Republican label on here because this is not political. This is talking about the Super Bowl rigged pick and why they were definitely rigging it for the Chiefs and why I knew for a fact that that was going to happen, you know, just on that general principle. So that's what we're going to be discussing here. And that's why I want to discuss it. All righty, everybody. So I'm going to tell you why they absolutely had this all staged for Swift and for the Chiefs that year. And then there's that first down fakearoo too, where they, you know, gave them a scripted first down for no freaking reason. So this is our Bay Area. You got wine country, these three counties, Lake, Sonoma, Napa are wine country. Solano and Contra Costa. You got, of course, San Francisco and Alameda. And, of course, this city right here is Oakland. This is the Golden Gate Bridge. This is the Bay Bridge, the other bridge. So the bridge you see on Full House is between Marin and San Francisco right here. This is Santa Cruz right here, that city. But we are here to talk about another county, and I'm going to highlight all of it in blue, and that is Santa Clara County. Santa Clara County is the biggest county in the Bay Area by far in terms of population. It's the most populous county in the entire Bay Area. That's where all your high-tech entrepreneurs in the tech world live, and a lot of your donors and a lot of your corporate, controlled corporate robots live. You know what I'm talking about. A lot of that takes place here. So this is San Jose. That is probably the biggest city in the Bay Area in terms of population. You got Santa Clara here. This is where the Niners play. This is why I'm talking about this. So this is where the 49ers play. Right next to it, and I'll highlight that one too, is Sunnyvale. So why am I bringing Sunnyvale up? Why, out of all the cities, am I bringing that up? Why? You had a show that took place there, and an actress who starred in Nickelodeon's first ever movie, which they didn't mention at all. And the fact that they had an opportunity, in the scripted kid world, they like to promote leftist politics, and they had an opportunity to do that because her first show on Nickelodeon was a show called Clarissa Explains It All, and they had an opportunity to put that parody on and promote leftist politics. The fact that they didn't do that and talked about the show that took place there, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, any of you 90s fans, told me right then and there the Chiefs were winning the Super Bowl. If you don't talk about your first ever star actress on your own channel, yeah, I knew right then and there the Chiefs were going to win. The fact that, especially because there were quote unquote health problems going on, or at least scripted ones at that. Yeah, and they didn't even try to dispel those rumors because sometimes Nickelodeon will do that. No, don't. They didn't even bring it up. They didn't bring her up at all. And that's how we knew the Chiefs were scripted to win. And I knew immediately I knew right then and there that was going to happen. So that is why I picked the Chiefs to win. And obviously I got it correct. But this is a big county. And this is why I want to bring up the region. And just anyone who's curious, I'm going to erase all this now. Santa Cruz, where me and Jake love to go. So this is the county of Santa Cruz right here. All this is the county. And then you got the city of Santa Cruz right there in yellow. And that is definitely me and Jake's favorite vacation spot by far. So you got that. And that's why I needed to bring that up. Of course, that's San Francisco. This right here is Oakland. I mean, kind of something I did have to bring up there. You got some bigger cities here in the Bay Area as well. I mean, right here is Fremont. I think one of these, I don't know if it's this one or this one, but one of them's Berkeley. That's Richmond. Now I'm just describing Bay Area cities because I just talked about. But it's pretty big. You got Dixon right here. Dixon's more of a, it's a rural Bay Area city. And I will definitely say it's one of the most favorable toward Trump too. And your little scripted political world. I actually think they like him more than the manufactured data tells us. I mean, I drive by, to go to Santa Cruz. We have to drive through Dixon, and there's a Vote Trump balloon that still hangs up to this very day. We may see it tomorrow. So that's Dixon. Or was it? It was either Dixon or Vacaville where that balloon was. I think it was Dixon. And then we make a bathroom stop right here in Benicia. And that's that city right there. But I thought I would bring that up it's definitely an interesting thing to bring up. And is there anything else I want to bring? Actually, I want to check my latest update on my watch page. Let's check my watch page out. See how that's turning out for me today. Oh, no. Oh, I guess I'm the only one watching myself. Great. All right. I think everyone checked out. All right, I'm done. Everyone checked out. All righty. Yeah, that'll wrap it up for me tonight. Well, y'all take care, and I'll see you next time, whenever the hell that's going to be. I'm going to see if actually, one more thing before I go. Although I think he's in bed. Yeah, Shady Davy D. LaFleur is probably in bed. Shout out to Shady Davy D. LaFleur and Jake the Awake. Those are the two best channels. Even better than mine. Both of them are better than mine. And listen, I'm willing to admit I'm not the best, but I try my very hardest. So you all take care. You all know where to go for more of this type of content. And I will see you all next time. Until then, take care. And real quick for Jake, this is a message for Jake. Obviously, I'm going to be out of town until next week. If you do a members only or another stream, I will do my best to make it still. No guarantees, though, but I will try. All right, until next time, take care.